She had been living in the shelter for 489 days. That's well over a year of waking up in the same kennel, surrounded by barking dogs, waiting for someone to notice her. She had originally been brought to the rescue where I volunteered, and from the beginning, there were a couple of things that made it harder for people to see past first impressions. She was deaf, and as time went on, the stress of living in a kennel began to take a real toll on her. She developed severe kennel stress and anxiety, and despite spending so much time there, not a single adoption application ever came in for her. I couldn't change the fact that people kept walking past her, but I could make sure she wasn't alone. Whenever I volunteered at the rescue, I would spend time sitting with her inside her kennel. I never expected anything from her. We'd simply sit together. I let her come to me at her own pace instead of forcing any interaction. Little by little, she started to realize that I wasn't going anywhere. She began trusting me, and she learned that every time I showed up, I was there for her. As that trust grew, I reached a point where I knew I had to make a decision. I adopted her because I wanted to get her out of the environment that was causing her so much stress. The difference was almost immediate. When I brought her home for the first time, it honestly felt like she let out a deep sigh of relief. It was as if for the first time in a very long time, she could finally relax. The dog I saw at home was nothing like the dog everyone saw inside the shelter. Without the constant noise, the confinement, and the pressure of kennel life, an entirely different personality started to shine through. The funny thing is, adopting her had never been part of my plan. At first, I only wanted to help find her the right family. That was my goal. But around the time I was graduating from graduate school, conversations began happening because of some of the behavior she had developed while living in the shelter. People were discussing possible next steps, and one of those possibilities was behavioral euthanasia. Hearing that was heartbreaking.
Get out there! Come on!
I knew the dog they were seeing wasn't who she truly was. I knew she was a good dog. The problem wasn't her. She simply needed to be somewhere other than that shelter. That environment wasn't allowing her to be herself. So I completely changed my own plans. Instead of moving forward with the life I had expected after graduating, I picked her up, moved back in with my parents, and officially adopted her. Looking back now, it was one of the easiest, important decisions I've ever made because today she means everything to me. She truly is my world. Living with a deaf dog has taught me a lot. Because she can't hear people approaching, it's easy for someone to accidentally startle her. She simply needs people to approach slowly and calmly so she knows they're there. Once she feels safe, she's the sweetest friend you could ask for. She'll wiggle with excitement, flash what looks like a big smile, and happily roll onto her back, hoping for a belly rub. She absolutely loves affection. And she has plenty of personality too. She's a little firecracker with endless energy and such a joy for life that it's impossible not to fall in love with her once you know her. There's something incredibly special about sharing your life with a deaf dog. The trust you build is different because they depend on you in ways other dogs may not. That connection becomes something truly remarkable. People sometimes talk about wanting the perfect dog, but I honestly don't care that she isn't what others might call perfect. To me, she already is. She doesn't need to change for anyone because I love her exactly the way she is. If you're ever thinking about bringing an animal into your family, I hope you'll consider visiting a shelter before looking anywhere else. Some of the most loving companions have simply been waiting longer than anyone expected. Take the time to see beyond fear, stress, or special needs, because a shelter doesn't always show you who an animal truly is. Sometimes all they need is the chance to leave that environment, feel safe, and trust someone who believes in them. You may discover, just like I did, that the friend you've been looking for has been waiting for you all along.